All right. I think I have all my stuff up. Aeolus, as I was saying, because you're the one that caused the death throes from my dreadnought, I would like you to roll a dex save for the civilian.
Okay.
He has a +0.
Okay.
That is a success. He takes no damage on a success. So the civilian does not die.
Cool. Awesome. Because as Aeolus was just beating down and it starts to implode, he would try to pull a hit down Mr. President on the civilian.
So the civilian is currently still living, still bound and gagged. Anything else for your turn, Aeolus?
Um Bonus action, I am going to shoot the mage
With
with the Star Metal Blaster.
certainly.
God damn it.
14 does not hit the mage, unfortunately. All right. That'll then bring us to Tang with the mage on deck.
Tang is going to bonus action Spirit Soup
Okay.
over to the mage to smack him
Yeah, go
real
for it.
hard.
And you had,
Hopefully real hard.
and if I recall correctly, you had upcast that, so you're looking at 2d8
Yeah.
damage with a third level
Yeah.
spell.
Yep. That was the master plan.
That hits. 18 points of damage. Mage is starting to take damage. You really didn't do a lot to the mage.
Yeah, I am upset about the mage being there. And so I am going
It's okay, he's upset
to.
about you.
Do I want to take an attack of opportunity? I feel like I shouldn't. I'm kind of squishy. I'm going to primal savagery the guy immediately to the left of me.
Okay. 16 does not hit. Just misses, unfortunately.
Okay.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
No, I'm good.
I think I'm not in initiative any longer. I think I went after
I'm
Ellie.
showing you at 615.
Okay.
Hold on.
We'll just refresh.
I will re-add it. Hold on. Right. There we go. Do you see yourself now?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you're on there.
Alrighty. That will then bring us to the mage's turn. I get to do a thing. Still locked in place because of Blood Curse of the Binding, so he will send a necrotic ray, or attempt to send a necrotic ray at the civilian, which is a wisdom save against Tang, which he passes with a 20, I believe, right?
Yeah, that passes.
Okay. Citizen is prone, so he does have disadvantage on the attack because it is a ranged attack. Misses the civilian with a 2. His next attack is going at Tang, then Aeolus. Tang, 23 to hit you for 13 points of necrotic.
Okay, that hits.
And Aeolus, 19 to hit you for 10 points of necrotic.
Okie doke.
And that will end the mage's turn. I think he was supposed to save against the Blood Curse now, but he already failed for the round, so it doesn't matter. Brings us to Heliwrast, who will do whichever one is the weakest. The one to her left immediately. She will do Shade Shine. Both hit for 17, 32 points of damage. And that is her turn. Oh, she has Corin up. So she can do a spirit strike on that. Jesus Christ. She had advantage on that too. 10, 16 points of damage. That actually kills the foot soldier who was stunned. That's the last foot soldier. Foot soldier has an AoE effect. It doesn't affect Corin though. That brings us to Siegfried with Jaya on deck.
I'm not gonna move, but I am going to reach out towards everyone fighting down here, and I'm going to cast Wall of Ice. So I want 25 feet there, and then just the rest of it along the south here. I think
Gotcha.
there's 100 feet total.
Okay.
But I just wanted to make sure it ends here so Dunan can get around.
Okay.
But then just the rest blocking off the mage.
Gotcha. Let me grab a wall marker.
And that is concentration, so I got to remember that.
So you said 25 here, basically, right?
Yep, I wanted to kind of just and just force this guy to go around towards Dunan if they want to come. So basically end at the top of that square.
Right there.
Yeah. And then from the bottom of that square, the rest of the distance here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he goes here, he still has to go around towards Dunan, and then you can make your
Yeah.
90 degree turn.
Yep. That makes sense.
Alright. And you said it's you have 100 feet left over after that?
I think in total I have 100 feet. 10,
Okay.
10 squares of 10, I believe.
Gotcha. Okay.
Something like that.
We're just doing it, breaking it as 25s. So
Yeah. So
that's your 100 feet. There we go. All right. You have a wall, and you're concentrating on that. That's your action to do. Anything else?
And then with the bonus action, I'm gonna go into archery for him and try and make a disadvantage shot on the guy next to me.
Sure, go for it. And then we'll be coming around to Jaya.
So that is my first wild shape use. I'm gonna keep track of that.
It is your second, but you benefited from Prayer of Healing previously,
Okay.
which gave
So
you the
that's a
benefits
short
of a
rest.
short rest, which recharges one wild shape use.
Okay. So cool. So,
So
I will.
you should still be at 3 and then down to 2.
Cool. So disadvantage archery shot coming.
Yeah.
Here we go.
20 still hits the mastermind. That is 11 points of radiant.
And that is my turn.
Awesome. That is Jaya. Around to you.
Right. If I fly on the other side of this mage up here, would that technically be considered flanking? Is Siegfried close enough to get me that benefit?
Siegfried does not wield a melee weapon, so he's not providing the flanking benefit.
Ooh, alright. Guess I'll just do it anyway. I'm gonna fly over and drop next to him, and then hit him with Serpent's Fang.
Yeah, go for it.
Hopefully,
21
would
hit.
probably hit.
That it does.
There you go.
I'm gonna wield a 12 with a reaction.
Sounds good. Go for it.
It's a 14.
Do I re-roll that? I don't know this one.
No, he gives you a d6 bonus. 14 still misses, unfortunately. But that is 18 points of damage from Serpent's Fang. Anything else, Jaya?
I think so.
All right.
Yeah,
that'll bring us to the Chosen, which are down here partying with Heliwrast and Tang. One of them is going to make... The north one is 2 attacks on Heli. 27 and 16 hit miss. She takes 8 points. That goes on to her temp. So she's at 1 temp remaining. Alright, the other one is going to one at Heli, one at Tang. Misses Heli, misses Tang with a 15. Last one is Tang only. 18 hit you, Tang?
It does.
9 points of damage. And that is the Chosen's turn. They are chilling there. Brings us to Dunan with my Mastermind on deck. You're muted if you're speaking, Dunan.
Yeah, just saying I will walk over there, flank with Heli, and
Absolutely.
fuck up that chosen one.
Yep, sounds good. 30 hits. Yeah, 17 points of damage. That one is taking a little bit of damage so far. Not quite bloodied yet.
Again.
Also hits
Okay.
another 15. Now it is looking bloodied. It's looking rough.
Just give up already. That's it.
Attempt to knock prone.
Sure.
11 on the save.
Yeah, it's down.
All right. That brings us to the Mastermind up here with our Jaya and Siegfried. It is going to bare its claws and make 3 rend attacks. 2 at Jaya and 1 at Siegfried. Jaya, 12 and a natural 20. And then Siegfried, a 9 to hit you. I think only the crit connects.
Believe so.
6 points of damage,
Broken
Jaya.
cards.
Okay, never mind.
No,
Not
just
6
kidding.
points of damage.
I'll take 6. That's fine.
Ah! Alright, fine. Take your 6. That brings us to Aeolus. With Tang on deck.
I'm going to start working. No, actually, I'm gonna hold an attack with the Star Metal Blaster until I see an enemy come over or around the wall.
Noted. Alright, sounds good. That'll bring us to Tang with the mage on deck.
Tang is going to bonus action smack the mage again.
Yeah,
Um,
soup it up
working on it.
with your souped up spiritual weapon. 19 points of damage.
Okay. And then
If you would let
That's
me
my
click my
cat.
mage.
How do you want to soup this?
is it he's not down yet. I don't
He is not, no. I had accidentally moved him to the token layer, and the map layer, and it was really screwing me up. Because I didn't, when I moved the wall, I guess I had snagged him by accident. And
okay.
your spiritual weapon. There we go. God damn it, Dylan. Alright, no, he is not down. He's starting to look rough. He didn't really take a lot of damage up to that point. He had just been isolated by Blood Curse Abiding twice.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, and Tang and Heli regained their temp at the start of Dunan's turn as well.
Nice.
It's back to 9.
That makes me feel a little bit better. Of the 2 that are next to me, which one's looking rougher?
The northern one, by far.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and primal savagery that guy.
Yeah, go for it. That hits, and that is enough to kill that one off. The chosen do not have death throws, no saves or anything necessary.
Okay. Great.
All right. That's it for you.
If I move, can I get flanking bonuses, or because I have my claws, I'm not technically holding a weapon.
You would get them for yourself for your attacks, like if you flanked with like Dunan or Heliwrast or something. But you would not provide them for the other person.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I'm just gonna stay where I'm at then.
Okay. That'll bring us to the mage, who is still trapped as shit. Just roll a strength save. 21. He will break out. He's still going to do necrotic rays on his only targets now. Teng, Heliwrast, Dunan in that order. Teng 16, Heliwrast 14 misses, Dunan 14 misses.
All three are misses.
Mage is not doing well, but he does get out of Blood Curse of the Binding, and Aeolus can't see him to do it again. This is wonderful. Brings us to
I don't have
Heli.
any more if that makes you feel better.
Heli is going to take advantage of the proned guy for advantage attacks. No crits, all hits. 11, 22, 26 points of damage. Corin can move 30 feet in a round, just enough. Spirit Strike attack at advantage. Does get a crit for 6, 12, 19, 25 points of damage. That kills the one that Dunan downed. And that'll bring us to Siegfried in initiative order.
Okay. Still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. 1 second. Can I do? What can I do? So many concentration. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna use my action to guiding bolt the mage.
Okay. The mage is a ways
The
away from you.
range is 120 feet.
Okay, sounds good. It is
Yeah.
a ranged attack roll, and you're in melee with somebody, so that'll be
Oh,
disadvantage.
okay.
You could move, provoke an opportunity
Yeah,
attack.
I'm gonna move. 1, 2, 3, 4,
He will
5,
miss with
6.
his opportunity attack. You got a 7.
Cool. Cool. That's great. So from here, I'm going to guiding bolt the mage, or at least attempt to. I believe I'm still in range.
Oh yeah, I mean you move closer. You're still
Yeah,
definitely in
yeah,
range.
yeah. Guiding bolt, here it comes. I'm gonna use one of my star maps for this.
Okay,
So I have 3 left after this one.
sounds good.
Here we go.
Hoo 16 just hits the mage.
Nice.
11
And then,
points.
I forget the range of my archer.
I believe it's 60 feet.
Where is it?
It should be in the ability.
Yeah. Oh, there is star map, star form. Sorry. Star form, 60 feet. So I don't think I'm in range for that. Am I? No, just out of range. I can't move it. So I'm just gonna take the shot at disadvantage with archer. I can do that, right? If it's out of range, or does that
No,
not
no,
work
you
for?
don't have a long range for it.
Okay.
It's not like
All right.
longbow where there's short range, long range.
Yeah.
That's the maximum range, just like if
Yep.
you're casting a spell. So
So
you can shoot the mastermind with it, just
yeah,
not
I'm
the
gonna
other
shoot
one.
this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot this guy. But at least the mage is glowing. Here comes the archer. Okay. That's my turn. Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I have to step away for a moment.
Okay.
I need to step away for a moment as well. Let me do a quick break.
Sure.
And then we'll come back on Jaya's turn.
Okay.
Great.
Sorry about that. All right, Jaya, it's your turn in the order. What'll it be?
I'm gonna smack him.
Smack away.
20 to hit.
20 hits. 18.
18 points. Yeah. And 21 for 12.
Also hits. Mastermind's looking really bad at that point after those 2 hits. Anything else for your turn?
Mm-mm.
All
I'm
right.
gonna stay here and
Kill that. Comes to the one remaining chosen, who is going to target Teng. This Teng looks pretty rough at this point. 18 and a natural 20.
Those hit.
6 points from the
I will
first attack.
Oh wait, can I? I can't.
You're
Never mind.
far away. Bugger off
Yep.
with your barbs of silveriness.
I corrected myself. Okay. Good lord.
And 16 for the crit for a total of 22 overall. Don't forget you have temp as well.
Yeah, I know.
Alrighty.
No.
That'll bring us to Dunan with the Mastermind on deck.
Conan, you're muted.
Yep, you're muted, Mark.
Double, double muted, sorry. I just said he just saw the mage throwing an attack at the last civilian, so he's not gonna allow that and he's trying to finish off that.
You have advantage on the mage if he's been guiding bolted.
Alright. So 16 damage, I guess.
16 points of damage.
Yeah, first
That
attack.
will hit. Yep.
And second
That's-
attack.
That's
12.
18 does. No. Sorry, you're right. 12 does not hit. So anything else for your turn?
Yeah, push him down.
Awesome. That is a strength save for the mage.
Have to keep remembering to do the
Natural 20. He is still on his feet. Screw the dwarf.
Good for him.
Smash him up against the ice wall.
That'll bring us to the Mastermind partying up there with Jaya. Jaya, you can make an opportunity attack if you would like to make one. It is moving away from you. 14,
Nope, 14 won't hit.
misses.
I'm gonna wheel her. I'm gonna wheel her.
Oh, yep.
I'm
Go
within.
for it.
I think I'm within 30 feet. Yep.
All right.
Cool.
You're looking for a 3 or better.
Yep. Come on.
1.
Fuck.
Aha!
Oh.
It will launch 3
This is payback
energy
for the
rays at
sacrifice.
Jaya.
Yeah.
19, 14, and 13 at you, Jaya.
None of them hit.
Do you have your blade sewing up at the moment?
No, not blade song. Mage armor, but I think that actually is 18, isn't it? Sorry, I had it on from last time,
All good.
I think.
So the 19 hits you then for 13 points of force damage. But that's all.
Okay.
And that'll bring us to Aeolus.
I am going to. I'm gonna start working on. No. Never mind. I will hold an attack. Still, I'm not leaving the prisoner's side.
Okay, sounds good. Continuing to hold. Tang with the mage up, coming up. Got only a handful of enemies remain on this map.
Alright, Tang is going to oh god. she's going to spirit spoon the mage.
Yep, go for it. 16 just hits the mage for 16 points of damage.
Great.
That's 2 rounds in a row that you've gotten damage equal to what you rolled to hit.
Woo!
Spirit spoon.
And then I'm gonna use my last.
It's not an anime. You don't
Shaman.
call the name of the attack as you make the attack. Anyways.
Whatever. I might do it anyway. Um,
Hey, Mom.
I'm pretty sure you have to yell out Firebolt when you're casting Firebolt. It's just
that
part of
is true.
Yeah.
I am going to do Channel Divinity Preserve Life.
Certainly,
So that gives
go for it.
me a total of 45 hit points to distribute.
All to yourself.
Well, I can only go up to half health. So I'm gonna take 25 of those, and I'm gonna give 20 to Aeolus because they just have to be within 30 feet of me. They don't have to be visible.
Sounds good. Anything else for your turn then, Tang?
No, that's it.
Okay. That'll bring us to my newly mobile mage, who is moving. Dunan, you get an opportunity attack. He's trying to move.
Oh, hell yeah.
Natural
Let's
one.
see if you can move after this.
Nope.
You.
So
You're not getting away.
he's finally free of Blood Curse of the Binding, right?
That break his ankle.
Dunan has finally caught up to him, though. So he turns to get away from this stupid spoon, which has taken the lion's share of his hit points, and starts dashing, only to be clotheslined by the face of the hammer, and that actually kills him.
Aha!
Dunan, make a dex save.
Oh,
Shield Master.
That is a success. You do not take any
Yeah.
damage as bone shrapnel explodes from the space. The wall blocking some of it, not that it would have gotten to the citizen. But you avoided 24 points of force damage for that.
Jeez.
Heliwrast will do her 1-2 combo. Oops, wrong thing. 16 misses, 22 hits, 18 points of damage. That one is looking rough. Quarren will move closer. Quarren misses for once, and that brings us to Siegfried with Jai on deck.
Yep, I'm just going to produce flame at this guy. Let me see, do I even have that spell still? Yes, I do. Okay. It's been a while since I used it. Produce flame. And then bonus action archer.
Geez, did 10 points. Aha, natural one.
Yep, but that is my turn.
Okay. That'll bring us to Jaya with my one remaining chosen, ready to kill Tang.
What? Wait, kill?
Yeah, well, it's down there. It's
I've
gonna
already
attack
gone
Tang.
down once this combat. I went
Yeah,
down
she
last
has.
session.
It's gonna get her. It's gonna get her good with its maximum of like 20 damage or something.
What did I do to you?
You
Other than
healed.
banishing the big boy.
you took away the one thing that was gonna annihilate all of the citizens. Like, you're the one that threw out the big spell.
but you killed all of them so far.
I know, I
Except for
worked
one.
hard. And Jaya's turn.
All right. Well, yeah. You guys, someone can heal her. I've got nothing to heal. Wizards,
Healed
you know,
me. I'm
selfish
okay.
assholes.
I'm like almost half health.
I'm pissed that this guy ran away from me though, so I'm going to. How's he looking?
Like shit. It was really bad.
14. How's he looking after 14?
He's looking like he's gonna explode in death throes. Make me a deck save. You
17.
pass. You take no damage. Oh, sorry, this one is half damage. Haha! You take 6 points of lightning damage after the halving it. I see the masterminds explode in a ball of lightning. Right. And is Siegfried within 15 feet of you? He is not.
Nope.
So it does not arc to Siegfried.
So I only use like 15 movement to get there. So I'm going to scooch a little bit further and use the other half of my attack. Or I think Fault is 90 feet.
I remember that
Yeah.
spell.
So I'm going to shoot the Fault at the Chosen. 21. 21 to hit.
21 does hit.
9
that
points
is
of force
9
damage.
points of force. Looking really bad, and you get information on the Chosen. Because Fault, you get to know vulnerabilities, resistances, and immunities. They have none of any of them.
Cool.
Anything else, Jaya?
That's it.
Alright, that'll bring us to the Chosen, who is going to attempt to bash the burb. Natural 20 and a 16. Tang. You take, I believe 16 misses you, so you just take the 18 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
Okay.
You really have it out for me.
You cast the big spell. You
I
become
know,
the
you
target.
already downed me once. Why you gotta keep smacking me?
Because you got back up.
My
That
fault.
brings
I
us to
didn't get me
Dunan.
back up.
Yeah, how dare they get you back up? They should just let you make that save.
Clearly, it was Helly's fault. She's the one that got me up.
No.
They should be targeting Helly.
No taste, the only
It
one
is
keeping me
Dunan's
alive.
round, and Dunan's muted.
Well, these masterminds, the chosen ones also explode, right?
The Chosen do not. The Draconian
Okay.
ones do. The ones that look more like
Okay.
humanoids you've learned at this point do not.
Okay, cool. Then I'll fuck up that chosen one because he's been beating Tang all along.
At the start of
Stop
Dunan's
hitting
turn,
my friend.
Tang, you get temp.
Woo!
Jeez.
That's max damage now because of hard iron. So
Okay.
8.
So it's yep. When you roll a 20 on your attack roll with this magic weapon, do not roll damage. It takes maximum possible damage. So we have 8
5 for
plus
strength.
8 is 16 plus 5 for
16.
strength for 21 plus 2 for the enhancement bonus is 23.
Yep.
With that, how do you want to do this?
A bonk on the head, just crush its head.
Easily enough, you just cave
Crack.
in this thing's head, turn it into the turtle it was never meant to be. And I believe that is going to take the group of you out of initiative.
I'm gonna go with the thing. You alright? See bloody feathers.
Tang's looking real rough and a little bit dazed, but she gives a thumbs up.
I'll offer a hand.
And I use Hunter's Bane to sniff into the air to try to find the other individual.
Certainly. You can make a perception check for me. You feel quite confident, Aeolus. He is nowhere nearby.
Then I will start to free the prisoner.
All right. So you start extricating the individual. You remove the rope. It takes you about a minute. What else is anyone doing anything else in that time?
I'll check the other civilians to see if maybe any one of them is still breathing.
You take a good glance through the viscera and mess that is upon the ground. The sands and dirt are stained. And there's no saving any of them. They are brutally beyond your help. You might be able to save them with like a diamond, but it's the trade-off of, are you using a diamond on the random citizen and not keeping one for yourselves? And that's a Tang decision.
Yeah, turn to Tang. Just look.
As you finish releasing the prisoner, Aeolus. Thank you. Name's Ralmim. That's Ralmim. I'll put it in chat for you as well if you want to comment. I thought I was a goner there. Who are you all? Not Ascar. Right, what a good they did.
Who else was here with you?
We live in one of the neighborhoods up in the North Ward. They yanked us out of our homes, bound us, walked us here. I think they just wanted us for protection while they were dumping all that stuff. He gestures over with his chin as he's still sort of trying to roll his shoulders and get whatever stiffness has been placed in him by his bindings out towards the crates and bags.
Are you trained with any weapons?
Most I could do is stab someone with a chisel. I'm a wood carver. Is there a safe spot for me to go?
We can take you to the eatery. And I hand him my shield and walk over to the bags.
Sort of half sit. No, thanks. You said the mead hall, right?
Yeah, he'll take you there.
Okay.
One of us will. Can I bend over and grab what they were dumping in? Does it look like what we have come across previously with the poisoning of the water by Elderthorn?
Make me an Arcana check. You go over to one of these sections. There was two right here. There's a number of empty crates that have sort of been broken down and sort of piled off to the side, along with dozens of empty sacks, like burlap and canvas sacks. You open up one of them that's about half full that one of the Chosen had set down when what they had initially thought was a minor scuffle turned into the larger combat that they hadn't been prepared for quite yet. And open it up and dip your hand in and just sort of run it through. It doesn't cut you, but it's like running your hand through extremely sort of sharp-edged, slightly large granules of sand. You imagine like what happens like when a car window shatters and it turns into all of the little tiny pieces. not quite sharp enough to cut you, but still immediately irritating to your skin as you sort of sift your hand through it and let it tumble.
Oh, it's like
It's
fiber
yeah,
glass.
yeah. You get that sort of itchy,
Oh.
irritant feeling. It looks crystalline in structure, but you're not quite sure. When
I would
you
like to take some with me.
easily done. Add a vial of unknown crystal parentheses oasis to your inventory. When you had encountered Alan Kaylee the second time, and they were dumping crystals into the underground aquifer. They were large chunks of crystal. These are small, fragmented. These appear to be a bit lighter in color, but you're not sure if that could be the inherent opaqueness to the crystal itself, making larger ones appear darker. And because these are so small, enough light passes through, it makes them look a bit lighter. It could be the same, but you're not sure at a glance. You'd need to take some time to figure out.
Okay, and how many bags are left?
Good dozen. Seems like they've been working on this for a while. Or maybe 2/3 of the way through.
Put these in our bag of holdings and hold on to them for now.
Each of these is like the size of like a big bag of rice. Like these are probably 40-pound bags each.
I will just have to lock down the oasis and hope that your friend Dunan is able to help. Shaman, have you seen any important figures? The leader of the Asgard, any shop owners, political heads?
Not too many. They had one of the captains here a few hours ago. They needed him to unlock something. He didn't tell them who he was, and they came by and started threatening to kill people one at a time unless someone copped to what their role is. They were looking for him, and I think he was just hiding among the populace because he knows he's valuable. They marched him off once they identified him. I don't know where they took him. We went through the gate. Y'all just came through somewhere north-ish. I guess.
You walk?
Yeah, I can manage.
Okay. And I'll just silently walk towards the rest of the group around the ice wall.
How long does ice wall last?
Not sure. Ping the spell.
10 minutes.
Concentration up to 10.
Yep.
Yeah. It's faded by this point.
Okay.
What do we do now?
Siegfried, Aya, we found one of the 3 individuals that they believe are the heads. They were here, but then they disappeared off somewhere. So they know we're back.
That
Are you
was
all-
that cat-looking fellow, right?
Mm-hmm. You also, multiple members of the party took note. They seem to be entirely disregarding your basic spells as well. They seem to take no damage, take no ill effects of weaker spells. So, take that as you will.
So it looks like the captain and any important structured individuals weren't here. Gallman said that they escorted the captain out.
Well,
What would the
Yes,
guard
we-
captain have a key for? The armory? A lockbox? What do you think?
I don't think they care for an armory.
A
Must be
safe
more
room.
important.
Access ways for the Asgard to make their way through a COD quickly, if that's a thing here. I just turned back to all the bodies, all the civilians that we hit and save. I'm gonna cut their tongues out. Are y'all with me?
What's the plan?
Well, we were sent to this area to investigate the oasis and the surroundings for anyone that we could possibly save. I highly doubt this group is the only one that they have in the area. If we want to search and dispatch any other Wellmites that we find.
For that, we'll need a little bit more strength. So I'm going to take the time to cast Prayer of Healing again.
Bear in mind, the people who have benefited from the short rest, which I believe is everyone with the exception of Jaya, will not benefit from the short rest half of it.
Will
They-
it still heal the hit points?
It will heal them. They'll get the healing half of it, but they will not gain the short rest benefits other than Jaya.
Okay.
I
don't
think,
know them.
I think you should probably save your spells.
Okay.
On that note as well, the group of you have not taken a short rest because the only short rest you've done up to this point was with that prayer, the first prayer of healing that you cast. So you still have 2 short rests that you can take over the course of this these series of excursions also. During which point you could spend your hit dice or recover resources and stuff like that.
I'm gonna use the last charge of the rod
Okay.
and heal Tang for 31. Or no, sorry, 21. Sam can math.
Yep, 21 points for Tang. Certainly.
That's
Alright.
better.
Should we go and look for the captain?
I think we should.
Yeah. We need someone to organize the escort. Otherwise, we are just having a losing battle.
Okay.
Uh,
The group of you can
as-
easily escort Rolmim back to the mead hall.
I am gonna take any weapons from the oasis with me, and then when we get back to the mead hall, I'm gonna spread them around between everyone that's there.
You're able to collect a number of crag hammers. A lot of the draconians, their weapons seem to be magically conjured as part of their form, but a few crag hammers, handful of daggers and more simple blades and stuff like that. enough that you can carry like as just yourself. It's not a ton of weapons, but it's not nothing. So it's my understanding at that point then your next intention is to start trying to search for some of the leadership of the Askar before trying to go for Kelpeps.
Yep.
Sounds
Yeah.
good. Let's do our mid-session break at this point, about 7-ish minutes. Come back at 25.
Yep.
All right.
Sounds good.
Well, Sam appears.
Use Poké Doll. All right. Getting back into it. You're able to have Rolmim. You're able to escort him back to the meat hall, no problem. Or relative safety, regardless. We'll reconvene after you've returned him to safety. Unless there's anything else anyone else
Before
needed
he
to do at
leaves-
the Oasis.
No, can I ask Ralman before he leaves? How many people escorted that captain? Did you see?
Yeah.
Many?
It was 3 of them. It's one of those big dudes who was sort of guarding us.
Mm.
Human lady. She might have been a human.
Mm.
Maybe a little bit of elf in there. And old elven guy.
Elven guy.
Yeah, goatee and mustache, whole 9. Look pretentious as shit.
No dwarf?
No, didn't see a dwarf.
Right. And you said they went north?
Well, they went
at
through
least.
he sort of he went through the same one gate to the Oasis you all went through. They went somewhere north, but 50% of the city's in that direction. So
Any idea where they would have gone? Anything could be useful.
I don't know. I mean, my home's up that way, and not that I think they care about anything I make, but the northern wards. I mean, if you were headed to the Great Library, you'd go through that door and then like start turning east or west. Pardon me.
Is there anything that the guards protect in the north of the city? A bank
Asgard?
or- Yeah. Any sort of stronghold or bunker or
I mean, they have some barracks up in that direction, but they got them dotted all throughout Akkad. One of the entrances to the lower cities up there.
See, I told you I'm shy.
is this entrance locked or used publicly?
No, it's used publicly, but yeah, I mean it's smaller than the other one to the south. It was built first.
Is a palace up there?
No, Palace is in the lower city. King Valor prefers the comfort of the underground as opposed to the pretty stifling heat of midday.
So
There's
if
also
I
the
were-
argument that he can make all of his people work during the afternoon break hour if they spend all of their time underground anyway. So it's sort of a political move to center the seat of the government down there.
Right. So if I were the enemy and taking the captain of the guard who may have the means to unlock a back entrance to the lower city. One, to get them closer
Legit.
to an important individual. That's where my aim would be.
Is Finian here?
Phineas not here, unless because it sounds like this conversation is happening still at the Oasis. I was
Okay.
gonna jump you back to the meat hall, but you could make your way to the meat hall and speak with Finian.
Yeah, if Finian's there, I would like to speak to him when we get there.
Easily enough done. Not trying to be as stealthy at the moment. Takes you about 20 minutes to hike back through the city to the meat hall. Easily done.
Has the mead hall look like it has taken any additional assaults?
No, it does look like they have barricaded the broken windows at this point with what you're pretty sure are tables, or at least the tops of tables that have been ripped off and nailed. Looks like there's been a concerted effort to attempt to reinforce the structure to be a little bit more defensible in your absence, because you've been gone for the better part of hour and a half at this point. You're looking at current time being about 11:30 or so.
Henny,
Howdy.
Well, I would just ask him, what would a guard captain have a key for in the north of the city?
I mean, there's lots of captains in the Asgard. Not the highest
but-
rank. I mean,
Oh, okay. But one that the Order of Whelm would be interested in.
any of the barracks, goods, supplies. Usually barracks have a small stash, eating potions and the like. Should the guards find someone that's in dire need, shivved in an alleyway, stuff like that, and they could get them to barracks quickly to try to save their life. It varies though. I mean, they don't, as far as I know, they don't. Not like carrying an arsenal of magical artifacts or nothing like that.
But no secret entrances to something, a locked sewer gate.
I mean, in the point of a secret entrance to be something that most people wouldn't know about anyway.
Yeah, but you're not most people, Finian. That's why I'm asking you.
Thank you. Doesn't mean that I know about secret entrances and whatnot. I'm entirely, mostly above board.
we could only save one of the hostages from the Oasis.
That's shite.
We think they were poisoning the water.
They're pouring
have been.
substance into it.
That's a whole lot of no good.
Well, we're gonna go and try to track down this guard captain.
I mean, we could also to some point do that for Kelpie. Maybe he has something in his.
I think we should go get the establishment up and running.
Yeah, maybe we find something there that helps us.
Yeah.
Or at least Kelpie can send some help. Or I don't know.
And by the sounds of it, that may be where one of the heads of this operation is. If we can go there and extract information from them.
Yeah, that I agree.
Sure.
If Kelpip has a grudge that kept him out of the city, chances are it's with the highest level of this order, I guess.
It's perfect. I've been wanting to interrogate a Whelmite.
All right. Where did Kelpip let us know where he wanted us to start the process, right?
Oh yeah, so let me move you guys to
Yeah.
the city
and-
map.
And he gave us specific instructions. We need to keep the building empty and clear for 10 minutes.
So at present, you are here, roughly. That is the estimated location of the meat hall. I believe you're all on the map, right?
Yep.
Okay. So at the moment you're down here. Kelpips is way over here. This is their location of the establishment. I've marked with another token for y'all. Which is presently under the control of the Order of Whelm. It is on one of the more main thoroughfares, and there's smaller roads connecting to it, obviously. But there is you are also very close to what is well and properly their district at this point, even before the events, which is the ward that contains the Great Library of Akkad. So your chances of them getting reinforcements fairly consistently is high.
So, what are everyone's thoughts?
Tough one.
Do we head back to the Oasis and try to find anyone important, or do we focus on reinforcements for ourselves? Because I'll be pretty honest, we didn't do our best back there. I mean, we lived.
You don't have to
Same
search. You also don't have to search specifically the Oasis for important individuals. You could search across the city, the Undercity. You probably need to split up into teams to do so, but it sounds like they're marching people around the city as they capture them and identify them. So there's a chance you might be able to find and ambush someone in transit. The drawback of that is, if you're in a team of two and you find and need to ambush someone, you're in a team of two.
Right.
You have a better chance of finding them, but it's harder to successfully effect a rescue.
If I can be within 1,000 feet of our quarry, I can potentially help with magic, but I have
You
to be
need to
within the
know
right
the
area.
quarry, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you need to have seen the individual within 30 feet of you at one point to be able to have a specific target, right?
I'm looking it up right
Locate
now.
creature, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I think our plan should be to reestablish Kelpip's link.
I also think that's the best course of action for now.
Okay.
Maybe we stumble upon the captain or some other highly ranked officer. I mean, who knows? Maybe once luck is on our side.
Yeah. Yeah, we got this.
But, and I look at Tang,
All right.
we should probably rest for a little bit, just to recuperate a little bit.
If we don't want to rest for too long, I have a lot of healing kits I can use, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, because there will be battles ahead, for sure. And I don't want to be half dead when we get there.
I say use the kits.
I believe there is
so
a restriction on how often someone can benefit from the kit as well, correct?
so
I think so. Give me 1 second.
so then would it be better to just use one of our short rests now?
That's what I'm contemplating, yes.
Because I think a lot of people would benefit from a short rest.
Mm.
Yeah, so short rest, Tang and Dunan, I believe, both recover one channel divinity.
Yeah.
Siegfried gets back a wild shape. Jaya gets the ability to use arcane recovery if she wants.
Let's do a short rest then.
Okay.
Okay. The group of you are not disturbed during the short rest at all. You can successfully do it. That's going to move our clock around to about 12:30, 12:45. Some of that conversation with Kelpip could happen during the short rest. We'll call it 12:30 for your timeline. Which your timeline goes to about 9:30 tomorrow morning. The morning of tomorrow is when most of them are presuming that the Order of Whelm will have taken over or killed enough of the city for the city to be considered essentially lost to them. I'll roll some hit dice for Heliwrast as well.
Oh no.
Also, make sure everyone sets your temporary hit points to 9 as well at the end of that. Dunan has an aura. They last until you complete a short rest, but then you'll be within 5 feet of him anyway at some point. So. Heliwrast gets basically nothing back on the short rest, unfortunately.
I don't either. I actually lose everything on the short rest.
Oh, because you have the rights, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, the rights and
We get hit
both of my
dice.
mutagens
Do you get the mutagens back on short rest or no?
on a long rest.
Did you only have one going at the moment, or did you have 2?
I had both of them up.
Oh, well. Does anyone have anything else that they want to do?
I
No.
am
I think so.
ready to go. Hang, would you like my shield?
I have a shield.
Okay.
We figured that out last time. I just have a low AC.
Finian does mention at some point during your conversations over the short rest that if you're going to try to get the establishment, he will attempt to assist with that. He can't go gallivanting around looking for survivor for important individuals, but he can help with the establishment if you want him.
Yes, that would be great.
Sure. You probably know the way better than us, Finian. So your help is appreciated.
Oh no, it's I can create both mutagens on a short and long list. Thank you, D&D Beyond. Sam's not squishy.
All right. How are you guys going about this?
We should probably be a little stealthy, right?
Yeah.
I can go aerial and try to scout ahead and direct away from.
And I can at least cast Pass Without a Trace on the people. Sorry, I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace for the people on the ground. So we
Yeah.
can at least be a little stealthy.
Spencer, would I be able to use the rucksack while we're short resting?
In what way?
To just create the hunter's healing potions.
I believe so, yeah. There's a timing on it. Like, you can't pull them out of nowhere, but I believe it's like a minute or something, right? Or 10 minutes?
Yeah, it's 10 minutes per
potion.
crap. Yeah, per
Certainly.
charge.
You are more than able to. You said you're making hunter's healing potions?
Yes.
Okay. Are you using all of your creations from the rucksack, or are you sandbagging anything?
I will create 2 for now, and I will give 1 to Tang, and I will keep 1 for myself. And then
I'm sorry, what are you giving me?
A hunter's
Hold up.
healing potion.
I will post it in chat.
Is
That's perfect.
that
Thank you.
gonna be better for somebody else because I have the healing kits?
He'll post it.
Give me.
I don't know if that makes sense for me to have because I have the ability to heal myself with the healer's kits.
Okay, doke.
If I need to.
Then I'll give it to Dunan or Heliwrast, just so it keeps them up for an additional turn.
Heliwrast
think
is going to be lagging behind you
Oh,
because
okay,
she's not
so
here, so I'm not running
Dunan.
her and doing anything.
I'll gladly take the healing potion, yeah.
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go a la laptop most often.
That's right. Okay. Making your way stealthily through the city. I believe I heard someone saying they're going to spend a spell slot on Pass Without Trace.
Yep, that was me.
Okay. And Tang, you're taking an aerial view. Jaya, are you staying with Tang? Or are you doing the same similar things as Tang? Or are you staying closer to the ground or on the ground? Jaya.
Yep. I was muted.
Okay.
I'm gonna mirror Tang, so like I'll stay like however far away from her, but so we can have like 2 eyes on either side, basically in the air.
Okay. Noted. So I would like stealth checks from the group of you. I'll roll one for Finian, who's stat block. I need to pull up now.
I'm gonna, I think, use a charge of lucky to make sure I have advantage.
God, oh Christ!
Oh my.
Sweet.
I'm going to wheel Dunan. And Jio, no.
Honestly, I'll use a lucky on that if I can.
Okay,
That's
I will
fine.
wheel Dunan then. Okay, so Dunan actually has a 9 or an 8.
8
Plus
plus
10.
10.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Finian rolled bad also. He got a 17.
Boy.
We have a fight.
Maybe not, because again, I'm flying like slightly more ahead, so I can redirect folks.
Yeah.
And I had a 26 on my stealth.
And I guess we use alleyways and side streets, not the main street.
I'm presuming that's what you're intending to
Yeah.
do if you're trying to be stealthful. You're not coming up the main thoroughfare. All right. Let me. So Tang with a 26, you are easily darting from building to building as you go. I'm gonna set your token accordingly. Jaya, you are dogging her on the opposite side of the alleyways as we go. Get altitude set, and then the rest of you are sort of bringing up that rear procession. Who's in the lead of this?
I will be towards the front.
I'll be with ALS as well.
Okay. So Dunan and Finian in the rear.
I guess
Yep.
so.
No.
Jaya.
Well, Jai is flying.
Oh.
Jai has wings. Okay. Give me a moment. I'm finishing getting stuff set. Tang. As you are darting from rooftop to rooftop, and you're approaching the establishment, you can see it off in the distance. The day is... you're getting into the hottest part of the day at this point also. You're getting into that hour where most people, under normal circumstances, will abandon the street for the cooler areas, take their afternoon reprieve before recommencing business. Significant exertion here is going to cause the risk of exhaustion. So you guys are going to defend or recapture the establishment. You recognize this as you're dogging from rooftop to rooftop, and it is hot, beating down upon you. They're sort of getting the shade of a building here and there. It's just beating on you and Jaya. That said, about 70 feet away, you light on 70, maybe closer to 100 feet away. You light on a rooftop and sort of just very carefully creep forward. The compatriots of yours are 30, 40 feet back and on the street level. You can see the entrance to the establishment. As you alight with your silent wings, you do see a number of chosen arranged in this general vicinity. I'd like you to make a perception check for me as well.
Oh my god, that's
Dang. Thank you. 26. Oh, good. So with a 26, you do see that arranged on some of the rooftops around the main thoroughfare that you're approaching, there is a number of the chosen, the more human half-elf individuals, as far as like the token art goes. You recognize them more by their armor and their appearance than their race. The ones that shoot bolts of energy that heal themselves, they are arranged on rooftops up and down this thoroughfare. You spot 4 of them that would be an immediate issue, as like should they spot you. Let me move you all to a map so you can get a visual. All right. So I will point out where the chosen are for you, Teng. Here. Do you see the measuring tool?
One second. I'm having trouble moving my my map. It doesn't like it on my browser for some reason. So I have to like zoom in and slightly and then move my sliders.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think it also probably definitely takes a moment to load because of the dynamic lighting I have set up.
Okay, I can see him.
Okay. So you have chosen on this rooftop, this rooftop, this rooftop, which is the establishment, and this rooftop. So this is your target building that I have the box around there.
Okay.
And you also need to let Kilpip know when to start his casting of the spell, which takes 10 minutes to cast. bear this in mind as the group of you are approaching. You know that your compatriots are coming up behind you at this point. Is there anything in the immediate instance that you do to prevent them from getting any closer before they enter into this dangerous space?
I am going to signal to Jaya. So I'm assuming that she's keeping an eye on me. Like a no stop type of gesture, and then pointing back towards the group.
Okay. Easily done. Jai, you've alighted about 15 feet off the ground on an awning. After falling one, you've realized most of them are reasonably strong and can probably support your weight, as long as you don't actually fall. So you are currently on that awning there. Tang's a bit higher than you, on the building to the north of you.
Okay.
And then you can pass the signal down the line to your compatriots who are probably about there.
Perfect. Yeah, they just get like a mage hand in their face that like stops them.
Oh shit! That's what that feels like.
The mage hand bitch slap of doom.
Yeah, just like the most gentle like boop on the nose that you can give.
She rolls a natural one. It's just a strange caress.
I'll unpack that later.
No,
Oh.
it's the order of well. It hates me.
Mage hand of seduction.
Now that's a bard spell.
Okay. At the moment, they're not aware of your company. They are likely going to be aware when anyone other than Tang moves forward at this point.
Oh.
Because it would take Jaya out of range of Siegfried's aura. Took you about 30 minutes to get here for reference, Siegfried. So you do have concentration up still if it matters for you. But at the moment, they haven't heard anybody. So, what's your initial thoughts? Actions, decisions.
The establishment is just right in front of us, like straight ahead.
This is the establishment, this building.
Okay. Okay. All right.
And it has a chosen on top of it, overlooking the main thoroughfare, which is this road.
At a quick glance, can I get on top of this building if possible?
No, I can make a distraction. They wouldn't know I cast it, but maybe I can misdirect them while you do something, Aeolus.
I mean, I was just going to try to get up to a higher vantage point, but if you want to start things off, and I'll have my weapons at the ready.
Okay, so yeah, why don't we coordinate this when...
So I've moved a little sparkle effect to the map layer as well, surrounding the establishment, just so you have a visual representation of the building you're going after at any point.
So it's not sparkling actually right
No,
now.
it is not a sparkly building. This is not a Twilight building or anything like that. No, thank you.
No, but I just thought, well, I thought
So
the
that's where the
situation
quest ends.
I thought the situation was a lot more different if we just came across a giant glowing building.
Yes,
that would change
it's a
things.
giant glowing building.
Yeah, but that reads Kelpit.
Yeah. It's a cabaret.
So,
Surprise, it's a cabaret club.
So, when Aeolus gets ready to get onto the roof, I'm also going to prepare my part of the distraction.
Aeolus, make me another stealth check as you move out of Siegfried's range. For your full movement, which if you're going stealthily, it's half movement. But you have dash.
I'm gonna wheel him.
Your movement's 30, right, Aeolus?
35. Yep.
All right.
And then
So
when Aeolus,
Yep. Go ahead.
when Aeolus gets into position, I am going to use a sorcery point for subtle spell,
Okay.
so they don't hear me. And then I want to cast Summon Fae.
Okay.
And then that has a 90-foot range. I want to put him right there.
Okay. Noted.
And I'm going to do the Fuming Fae. Yeah.
Okay. Aeolus and Siegfried, I'd like you both to roll into initiative.
Yep.
And I'm going to grab a token for the Fae. I'm going to use this Wolverine token. And you said right there.
Spot.
Is that where you said to put it?
Yeah. Yep. Just
Okay.
that's the furthest around the corner I think I can get him.
Okay.
Not moving.
Well, that's also a well there. That's not a building, so you can.
Okay. Yeah.
Easily see that spot.
Mhm.
All right. So Aeolus, you rolled great compared to Siegfried on initiative, which means you get around that corner before the spell goes off. So I'm going to roll them into initiative as well, which is the Chosen and the Blessed, who you now see a position on.
All right, guys. It's been nice knowing you.
All right. So this is going to move us into combat. Initially, I'd like everyone else to roll in as well. They are still, as of yet, presently unaware of everyone except Aeolus.
Can I use my ability to swap my initiative with Aeolus?
Certainly.
Okay.
Damn,
like
that's
to
an
do that.
ability. That's awesome.
It's alert.
Yeah, is it alert?
Now.
Yep.
Alert lets you, once you roll into initiative, you can choose one willing ally to swap your initiative with, which means that I can get
What?
the attackers up higher because I tend to roll well on initiative.
Yeah.
That's like something from Kids on Bikes. That's pretty cool.
All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonderful. They're all in initiative, and he's in initiative. Okay. Top of initiative is Aeolus. You've rounded the corner. Multiple things happen. You realize that the Chosen and the Blessed became aware of your presence as you rounded that corner and you got to the bottom of these stairs here, which are just beneath you to get onto the rooftop. It's entirely within your purview to be able to change what you're planning to do, but you are aware that they are aware of you. And Siegfried has just dropped the spell, so the sound of this mewling creature has appeared in that space, so some of their attention is starting to be immediately diverted as well, but they are aware of you. What are you doing?
Awesome. That's great. Seeing all of them, I'm just going to yell out loud enough for all my allies to hear, "Yo, fuckface!" And I'm going to shoot all 4 of the bullets at the Blessed to try to draw
Sounds
all the
good.
fire.
Okay, go for it.
I'm not gonna activate my blood.
Dunan,
curse.
you did not move.
So that. Oof.
Natural 1.
Uh,
That
as the 4 bullets just whiz by, I just. All right. I could do better.
okay.
No, I
So
can't.
it's a bonus action to reset it because you used all 4. And then are you doing a full shot or just a single shot after that?
Just a single shot
Okay.
because the crossbow, the blaster has repeating shot on it.
Gotcha.
currently.
Okay. All right. So 13 does not hit that of the blessed. I believe that's who you're aiming at, correct? The one on the stairs. Yeah. 13 just misses.
And then you said the stairs up were right here.
Correct. Yeah. You need to round this corner. 5, 10, 15.
And then I'll just start walking backwards up the steps.
All right. So 30 gets you to there if you want.
I'll stop here so that they're not able to run past me and try to flank me as easily.
Noted. Okay. That is some of the chosen who are aware of this fey that sort of popped up. You seem to be basically a non-threat to them. What's the fumeful? Is that what you said? Fuming fey?
Fuming Fey, yeah.
What is its AC?
I do not know. Let me. Shit. This is a spell I've never used before. 1 second.
You
Look it
missed
up.
twice,
I know.
and then shouted at them.
It's 12 plus. It's a 3rd level spell, so they only have 15.
15. Okay.
Yeah, they're not that strong. Yeah.
And what's their hit points?
Sorry, fuming. Hit points 30 plus. Just 30.
30. Okay. So 6, 18 points, miss, 26 points, 33 points. All of their attacks are needed, but it is enough to take down that fey.
Yep, makes sense.
But they all moved and made their full multi attacks against it with crag hammers.
I signaled to Dunan that there are a bunch of chosen up there now.
They played whack-a-mole with your fey,
Yeah.
and they got the high score.
Yep.
Oh no.
All right. Anything that's the chosen. That brings us to the blessed. Blessed. Double check the range on my radiant bolt. Aeolus, you're in range.
Let's go.
24 and 16 to hit. 2 attacks.
24 hits.
20 points of radiant damage. The blessed
Which
are
I'm resistant.
You are resistant to radiant?
Yep, thanks to the amulet of the platinum flag.
That you are. Well done. Nice. All right. So 10 points then.
Which I did not calculate at all last
The
time.
other blessed did not spot you, so they're not doing anything in this round. That brings us to Jaya.
Where's Aeolus right now?
Aeolus is over
can't
here on
see
this
him.
building. Yeah. Tang,
Okay.
don't move your token. I'm jumping your token to a few different places to intentionally reveal parts of buildings.
All right. You know what this? I feel like this calls for. I
What?
haven't done it in this campaign yet. Exactly. Good old fashioned fireball. I haven't cast it in a hot minute, honestly. So.
And I'm not standing close to it.
I
Go
was
for
kind
it.
of hoping we would get another epic arch chain.
Yeah. It's about time due for Jaya to actually get, or Meg to actually get one for Jaya. Are you sending it over here? I'm guessing.
Yeah, to that cluster of 4. I mean, if I can get the other ones in there, I'll angle it that way.
And
But
you can see the blessed up there as well, so you can get the blessed plus the 4 of them.
perfect.
Dex save for the blessed. Blessed fails with a 7. Chosen Dex. 2 failures, 2 successes on the chosen. So we got 22 damage across the board.
Mhm.
All right. And then 11 on these two for half damage. Very solid. 22, 66, 88 points of damage overall. Third level spell. Anything else for Jaya? You got
think I might.
plenty of movement
Yeah.
still.
I'll. Where can I? Is this an awning right here?
That's an awning there. You can also get on top of the buildings. The buildings are all 20 feet tall or 25 feet tall. Some of them have changes. Like Aeolus is at a 10-foot elevation because there's another ladder up there. Tang is 20 feet on top of the building. Awnings are like 15 to 10.
I'll zip up to the top of the building.
You want this one to here? There? That's 25 feet of movement with a little bit of altitude. So now you can get a better perspective on what's going on. All right, that'll bring us to the elven gentleman whose stat block I don't have open for whatever reason. Okay. Oh, I didn't roll Finian into initiative either. Finian's taking a bottom track. There we go. I want to cheat you out of your ally. The general's going to move up to there at the sound of screaming. Cool. And he will cast a cantrip. Firebolt at Siegfried, who is not presently snapped to the grid for whatever reason. Siegfried, 18 to hit you.
AC is 19.
AC 19, nice, just misses. And that will end his turn. It brings us to Tang.
Tang doesn't particularly care for the elven gentleman, so she is going to cast
70 feet away. I said you're 70 feet away for range purposes.
Yeah. She's going to shift, I think, where... Can I hop into this tree?
Certainly.
Okay.
I'll put you right there. Does that work?
Yeah. What happened?
You moved your token.
Up in the... Okay. I am now exactly 60 feet away from him.
Okay.
So I am going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
And I am upcasting it to level 4.
Wonderful. He will attempt to counterspell you. Because you're 60 feet away from him now.
Oh, rude.
He has to make... Newsbird, I'm sorry. You need to make a saving throw. Let me double... Jaya, can you post your counterspell, please? Because I have updated text on yours.
Oh, right, the new counter spell.
A con save.
All right, so Tang, make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
I am giving myself advantage with Lucky.
That you can do. And I'll check his spell save DC.
Damn it.
16 is his spell save DC. So
Does that mean I do it?
you successfully save, and ergo the spell is not countered.
Wonderful. I'm going to smack the bejesus out of him with the
Okay. Alright, pull the ladle out, and you said 4th level, so that's a 3d8 on it.
Yes.
On hits.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Oh, come on. Guys.
No.
Sorry, I'm having difficulty actually pulling it out. My computer does not like. I'm playing on my my laptop, and it's not letting me pull it. Can you
Oh yeah, sure.
bring it out? Thanks. It's just highlighting text and popping open the page and not actually letting me drag anything out.
There we go. Just double check that you can control it.
Yes,
Uh,
I can.
Putting a 4 as the pip to indicate that it was level 4. All right.
Mhm.
Go ahead and make your attack roll with spiritual weapon. Uh, 13 will not hit him. He just knocks it away with this blade that's he sort of pulls from a scabbard. The blade is almost translucent, and it's almost looks like it's made out of glass or crystal of some type. It's very strange looking. And there's this sort of ringing sound in the air as he just knocks this magical ladle away with a flick of his wrist. That's your bonus action, Tang. You still have a regular action, and are you staying in the tree?
I am staying in the tree,
Okay.
and I am going to cast Sacred Flame on that guy.
Dex save. And then Siegfried will be up. That is a 10 total. That's actually a failure. 15 points of radiant. You do notice he does not seem to take as much damage as you were hoping from Sacred Flame.
Okay.
That brings us to Siegfried.
Try to measure something with a 60-foot radius.
Okay. Oh, make sure you measure horizontally in that case. Snap to corner, linger, circle, and
Snap
6.
the corner, linger. Okay. So. Is there a way I can do this without hitting ourselves?
It depends on the spell and the range that you have for it.
I have 300-foot range, and it is icy sphere, freezing sphere.
So you could put it like that, and you get Tang.
I think I can put it past Tang, right?
You could put it there and avoid Tang.
Yeah, that's what I'd
Okay.
like to do.
All right, so click. So I'm clearing yours, and you said freezing sphere, right?
I just pinged it in the chat.
Okay, I gotta find a thing for it.
And it doesn't last. It's just a big blast, I believe.
Oh, it is? Okay, it's not like a lingering thing. Okay,
Yeah, it's
gotcha.
instantaneous. Each creature in that area makes a con save. If it strikes a body of water, it freezes the water to a depth of 6 inches.
Okay, so
Um,
the well freezes. It doesn't matter. Refrain from firing globe. Okay, so it's just an AoE effect for damage.
Yep, that's what I believe.
Okay,
Yeah,
that
but
gets all of them.
Yep.
So go ahead and grab me the 10d6 while I
Okay,
start rolling saves.
Let me just. I have to keep track of the charges. So that was 3.
And DC is 17 for the ring, right?
Yes, I believe it's 17 because it's my DC, right?
Yeah. No. Yeah. So the general saves. Blessed. 1, 2, 3.
Sorry, Ring of Winter is down to 5.
Blessed rolled really well in their saves.
And then it's 10d6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So damage is 39.
Yep.
And I believe it's half damage on success. Yep.
I believe so.
Alright, so 39 halved is 19. And the general that you've spotted seems to not take as much as you were hoping.
Mhm. And then
The blessed, sorry, I keep going back and forth. Most of them succeed, one of them fails. The southern one fails, the one positioned on this building here. The chosen overwhelmingly fail.
yeah, that was what I was hoping for mainly.
A lot of them immediately look rough. All the 4 that got caught in the fireball have had a very rough time. They all look rough.
The Song of Ice and Fire.
The one
Oh.
due east of them on the northern side of the map does pass. The one right next to the establishment fails. And the one right there fails, and then this one succeeds. So they had 2 successes amongst their number. Not great.
Okay. That's pretty good. With the bonus action, I'm going to go into Archer form.
Okay. Archer it up. I don't believe you have anyone within 60 feet of you. You do not.
Would this guy be? No, that's way too far. I'm just gonna preemptively go into Archer form
That's
and
fine.
either way and kind of hide behind the corner.
Certainly. You have all your movement still remaining. That brings us to Dunan with Finian on deck.
Well, Dunan sees everybody doing some cool stuff, and he's just saying, "Guess I'm gonna be late to this party," and starts running.
Wait for me! I got little legs.
80 feet, like in.
I mean,
Up to here.
this is why I was able to do this for once, because Dunan and Heli weren't already in there.
That's fair. Yeah.
I mean, and hey, at least you're not at 25 feet of movement anymore.
Yeah. You have base 30 now, so you're doing great.
Yeah, so I dash
Oh,
80.
I have 35 now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
forgot.
Yeah, Goliath's your base 35. Yeah.
I was
And-
the fastest.
That is all I can do.
Okay. Dash
So I
action.
hide, dash and hide behind that, whatever
Okay.
that is.
You
So
still got a
I'm not
bonus
seen.
up. Are you getting any spell going or no?
Nah.
Okay. Brings us to Finian. If I pull up his stat block, wherever I hit it on my screen, he has 45 feet of movement. But he will dash and set up to prevent you from getting boxed in as well. And he will draw his Songblade. He gets a little bit of temp, and that brings us to Aeolus, top of the round.
Awesome. Seeing the explosions everywhere, and none of
A lot of
the
magic.
chosen ran up. I'm going to sprint towards the I'm gonna sprint out and fire at the acid that's still standing up there.
Sounds good. Go for it. 2 attacks.
Yes.
And are you activating a right or not?
Yes, I will be activating the lightning right
Okay.
on Star Metal.
All right, so bonus action, get your right going. Seeing that this is going to be a scuffle. On brand for Aeolus. Well, just Sam as a player. Make your attacks. I mean, you consistently deal more damage with the right than you take. That is not the right attack.
Oh, shit. Why do I still have that there? There we go.
15 does hit the blessed. So that is
Awesome.
11 points.
I I'm going to brand of castigation.
That is on any hit, right? Okay.
Yeah.
No save. If it deals damage to you or a creature you can see within 5 feet of you, it takes psychic damage equal to intelligence. Noted.
And
Lasts
then
until it's dismissed. Noted.
I'm going to fire again.
Radioactive. 17 hits for another 12. That one is looking rough. It is bloodied. Anything else? I believe that's
That
everything,
is it.
right? All right. Bring us to the Chosen. A lot of things happened. They went to whack-a-mole, killed that, and then were blown up twice. Two of them are going. They can't quite dash to you. Get to you, so they will take the dash and close in on you, Aeolus. And then two of them will dash to Finian and Dunan. That dash action. These will take defensive postures around the general. That one takes the dash action. So these two are dodging. And then this one will move here. And also take the dodge action, just getting a better positioning. Brings us to the Blessed. Aeolus, you have one attack from that Blessed on you, pardon me. Radiant Bolt, 8 does not hit you. And then the second attack is at Teng in the tree. 10 does not hit her. The next one... Siegfried's outside of range. One attack, and Jaya... Nope, Jaya casts a spell. Jaya will be targeted, and Finian will be targeted. Jaya, 16 to hit you, I believe misses, correct?
Correct.
Okay. The one that is on the establishment will get Dunan and Finian. Dunan, you have half cover, so you get a +2. Dunan, a 24 to hit you. Does the half cover stop that for you, or no?
No.
Okay.
Beats it.
Finian gets a 9. Dunan, you take 24 points of radiant damage. And it heals itself for 1 whole hit point. And then finally, the one to the north, to the building next to Dunan and Finian is going to send a bolt at Teng and one at Jaya. Teng, 17, Jaya, natural 1.
Jaya goes down.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Teng, does 17 hit you?
Do I have partial cover from the tree?
That's a yeah.
Then no, that does not.
Okay, sounds good. All right, and that'll bring us to Jaya with my general on deck.
Where do I have to get to see this fucking general?
The next building up, which will also have a blessed on it. I'll move your token so you can see, for example. But
Gotcha. Yeah.
So 20 feet gets you to that spot where I had you, if you want to get there. Or you could move out into the street and have altitude and then have a better view of everything.
Yeah, okay. Now, greater invisibility, you can still cast spells and not pop out of it, right?
You can cast spells, attack, you can do everything. Just not cast concentration, obviously. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. Bonus action Blade Song, and then I'll cast greater invisibility on myself.
Nice. Okay. Last minute.
That's a hell of a combo.
Yeah, it just sucks. It's gonna take like a round for me to get it together. You know. and do something.
That's why you add fighter for
Action surge. Yeah. All right. I assume you're moving from your position, correct?
Yeah. I'm gonna. I have an extra 10 feet after that, so I'm gonna move. I think I want to get like on the same building as that blast, but kind of
You could get
maybe
to
move.
the dome of the building above if you wanted, right there.
Perfect. That's where I'd like to be. Thank you.
So you are perching as an invisible grotesque 30 feet in the air at this point. And you have a very good view of everything that's going on. That'll bring us to the general, who is going to charge into here. And then 30. You are 30 foot in the air. I'm going to rule Jaya, you are outside of this. He's going to use his action to use his Nova. I need Dunan, Tang, and Kelpip, which is me, to make dexterity saving throws.
All Shield Master and Finnegan gets a +5.
He gets +5. Noted.
Yeah.
That gives Finian a 28. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, Shield Master's gonna help a ton. Alright, so Tang fails. Dunan and Finian both succeed. Shield Master lets you take nothing if you succeed, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
No damage.
So as he charges in, he sort of just taps the blade that he's carrying, dragging it along the ground and causing this wave of necrotic energy to radiate out from him. Dunan, you're able to block it with shield. You take nothing. Finian takes half, which is half of 27 is 13. And then Tang takes the full 27. And that is his full action. It brings us to Tang and her soup.
Bonus action, Soup's gonna go flying in
Okay. Fly the soup
20
in.
feet. And he's gonna smack the big bad guy. The
Okay.
elf.
21 does hit. He will not spend a reaction. He does seem to take less damage than you expect. 27.
But he did take some damage.
He did take some damage, yes.
Okay. And
You've
then,
now seen him resist radiant, force, and cold damage up to this point.
Okay. I'm gonna use Toll the Dead on him.
Okay, that's a wisdom save, if I recall correctly, right?
Yeah. DC 18.
Fails the save.
And he takes 12 necrotic
12,
damage.
which he also seems to resist.
Okay.
You're not sure of all of his resistances as of yet, from what you can tell, but it seems to be a lot. All right, that brings us to Siegfried.
Okay, I'm gonna pop around the corner to see what's going on. So there's no way for me to do the 60-foot radius without hitting all my teammates, right?
Yes, and sometimes you just have to cast Fireball. Screw if your teammates are there.
Yeah, I can try a smaller radius.
See you later.
It's alright if you blow up your teammates. What's the harm? You got Tang. She'll save everybody.
That's okay, I can heal.
Let's see, what can I do?
Siegfried has the tactical positioning.
Yeah. Sorry, so many spells. I'm reading frantically. What's a magic action? Is that just a regular
So
action?
magic action is the new phrasing for anything that involves magic. So casting a spell, activating a magic item, or usually features and abilities that are magic-y in nature.
Okay.
It's an action that you take, but it's just the new phrasing, so that way everything sort of
Alright.
fits within the same thing. Because you would use a magic action to activate a magic item or cast a spell. Now that doesn't mean if you it's the same thing for activating an item though. If you don't cast something with a spell slot, you can still spend a slot. But that's just the new phrasing to sort of codify everything within a single term.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Magic action, attack action, utilize is like open a door, like dig through a chest, rummage around in your bag of holding.
So this one is a 20-foot radius, so let me try and measure that out. So linger, snap to corner.
And then make sure you just measure horizontally or vertically, so that way you're measuring clean along the grid.
Sorry, I think that would that hit Finian and Dunan?
I would rule no. It's not over 50% of their token. It's not going to get them.
And with the new spiritual weapon, it's not going to like destroy it, right? Or
no, new spiritual weapon just got straight buffed.
Okay, all right, awesome. So I'm going to. That's the radius I'm using.
Okay. So I got
and
three chosen in the general.
Ping the spell again. I'm gonna use 2 charges of the Ring of Winter, and I'm also going to subtle spell it, so this guy can't use my last sorcery point to subtle spell it.
Okay.
Yeah,
he didn't spend his reaction yet, so.
Yeah. I don't want to fuck with
safe.
him. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use Ice Storm.
Ice Storm, nice. So it's once again not a linger. 20-foot radius, 40-foot high. No one's in the
AC
air.
is 17.
17. Okay.
And it's 2d8 bludgeoning, 46 cold, half on a success.
And it's a dex save or con?
Dex. Let me see. Dex save.
Okay. So chosen fail, success. If you want to start getting me my damage.
Okay, so this is the 2d8 bludgeoning coming through. And then this
General rolled a 14. He cannot save today. What's good?
And the 4d6.
Okay.
And
so it's 23 damage, right?
Yep.
Okay. So the two of the chosen, the ones to the north of Finian and Dunan respectively, are your failures. They both take full damage. The other one takes half for 11. And the general fails, does seem to resist all of the damage.
That makes sense.
Bludgeoning and cold. He resists it all.
Let's see.
So
crap. I'm still on the line. I'm gonna step a little bit forward, and I'm crap.
Yep, you're within range. You're good.
Yeah, I was trying to delete the measure.
If something's lingering, you just click on the number at the end of the measure. And it gives you a trash can icon.
That makes sense. I'm also not concentrating currently.
You are concentrating. You have Pass Without Trace.
Oh yeah, of course. So useful as it's historically been. And here comes
still a valid spell.
Yeah, it's literally never worked for our party.
It's just because we're not stealthy yet, or ever.
Yeah. It's okay.
Here comes Archer.
12 misses.
I'm gonna wheel myself. No,
okay.
I'm gonna say my reaction.
Sounds good.
And I'm gonna hide behind the corner again.
Okay. Take some cover.
So I use
right.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
1.
You're good.
2.
Yeah, back to the spot. I'll give you 3/4 cover for anything coming that's sort of peeking around the corner. So because I imagine you're not breaking line of sight with all of your allies because you have an ability that you care about using.
Yeah.
But attacks will have 3/4 cover.
Yep.
Dunan, round to you.
Yeah, he'll see that the general came out, and so he's gonna try to flank with Finian. So you
Okay.
get 2 opportunity attacks,
I
but
love it.
I just saw that mobile is now speedy, and you have disadvantage on opportunity attacks against me.
Yeah.
And I would also advise everybody who took features to revise them because to revisit them because you get attribute decreases. I
Yeah.
just found out I get like 3 attribute
You're not
decreases.
you're not taking 7 attribute increases at this
No.
point. No. You
Oh,
can start getting that stuff as you gain milestones from this point.
okay.
But
No.
natural 1 and 14 total. They both miss.
Okay. And you tell me if I'm doing this wrong. So I'm trying to hit the dude,
Okay.
general,
Go for it.
with advantage because we're flanking.
Yep. So you have advantage. Finian is absolutely presenting that threat.
Yeah.
That is a hit.
And now, if I read that correctly, I'll use Thunderous Smite on him.
That is correct how you use it. So you hit with it, and then it's almost like a reaction, but it doesn't actually cost your reaction, it costs your bonus action to dump the smite into it. But you don't have to preemptively set it. So you don't have to set it up ahead of time. You could just get to, when you hit, you choose one of your smites, and it eats your bonus
I'll
action.
just choose to hit. Okay, and it's just a loud, audible bang.
All right, nice.
Real loud.
So that is an additional 2d6, and it has to make a strength saving throw or be knocked away.
So 2d6 thunder damage.
Yep. Strength save. Passes with a 22, but you are working your way through various damage types. So he takes 17 from the attack. He does take full damage from Heart Iron's hit.
And I'll take my second strike, but
does seem to take half damage from the Thunderous Smite, though.
Okay. Oh, come on.
Oh, no! The advantage natural 1.
Screw you, dice.
It was like, nah, you're not hitting him.
Oh, man. You can't make
that totally whiffs.
Dice
because
tell
I'm
stories.
not used.
The story
not
is
used
done
to the
and doesn't
thunder.
hit.
Yeah.
That made a
surprised by the thunder. Yeah.
Brings us to Finian, who is quite pleased with the advantage. He will use Songblade Smite for 2 attacks. 24 and 15. 24 hits. And that will be 21 points of radiant damage. 21 points of damage total, pardon me. None of which is resisted. Brings us to Aeolus with the Chosen and the Blessed on deck. Blessed. Yep.
All right, so first, the Chosen to the south. Oh, yeah. Shit. Chosen to the west. All right, guys.
Roll
Adios.
10s. Oh, no. All right.
I'm just going to hold my shield up and prepare for the Craghammer beating.
Yeah. And here it comes. So, where is my Chosen? There it is. Aeolus, 4 attacks on you. 11, 24, 16, and 11. Does 16 hit you?
24 hits.
Okay. 24 hits for 11 points of bludgeoning damage total.
Okay.
Finian will get a set of attacks. Finian is going to get flanked, though. He gets a bunch of attacks on him. 4 at advantage. Wow, shit rolls. 16, 15, 19, 13. That's 0 hits on him with advantage. 0 hits total. Finian's a champ. The others are going to close in on you, Dunan.
Spirit Suit.
Gets to there. They can't quite get fully around you, so that it's attacks at base.
Yep.
17, 19,
Miss.
25, and
That
natural
hits.
1. 9 points reduced by Heavy Armor Master to 5, I believe. 12 and 16 both miss.
No damage because of my temp HP.
Yep.
So 4.
Yeah. That'll bring us to the blessed. Aeolus.
I forgot about
Ra-
temp HP.
Radiant Bolt on Aeolus and Teng. Aeolus 13, Teng 14. And you
Miss.
dodged a crit, Aeolus.
Miss.
God damn it. If I had advantage, you would have taken 47 points of damage.
Halved.
2 shots at Dunan from this one. 23 and 17.
23.
Does 23 hit? Done?
Yes.
Oh, it does? Okay. Sorry. All I heard was, I wasn't sure if that was an
That's all.
affirmative or I'm thinking
No,
if I
no.
want to do anything.
Yes, now it hits.
Alright, it's 23 points of damage as well. And it heals for 1 hit point. Can I roll better for healing? An attack at Finian and Dunan from the establishment posted one. So we'll do Dunan first. 17, Finian 12. Both misses. And then this one here will go after Teng and Finian. Wrong stat block. Teng 24, Finian 13.
That hits.
11 points of radiant and 5 points of self-healing. 58, 5. There we go. Greater invisibility, Jaya. Around to you. You got all your setup ready. What are you doing?
Now, if I'm invisible, do I get to attack with advantage?
Yeah, on everything.
I think you know what I'm gonna do. Heal and strike, baby.
Oh,
Everyone's
God.
clustered in my little spot.
Choose up
So-
to 5 creatures within range. Yeah, so you can easily alight here, and then you can get range on basically anyone.
So
I'm going to adjust your thing to a 4 up. All right. Which 5 targets would you like?
basically everyone who's in this fucking cluster down here. Like him for certain, and then
All right. So you get 5. So would you like 1, 2, 3, or sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and include the chosen, or I included the blessed? Yeah. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going in that order. First chosen, top left. Make your attack roll.
Okay, so what do I click for the attack roll? I'm so sorry.
So it's your weapon. You get to make a melee attack, a single melee attack with serpents.
Oh, Serpent's Fang. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
You have advantage, so toggle your sheet to advantage.
I do
so.
have. Yeah.
It's a really good combo. Greater
Wow, for
invisibility
the
and
love
to
of
steal with
Christ.
14, not quite enough.
Am
Against
I lucky that?
no, you already have advantage.
Fuck.
Jaya.
Okay.
So now against the general.
Mm.
27 hits.
Shit, 27.
Roll me 6d10 force damage. It takes 11. He can't see you. He can't counterspell this.
Exactly.
33 more. He does take... Actually, melee spell attack target takes 6d10 force damage. Okay. Yeah. All right. Takes that damage there. He is looking bloodied at this point. He's not had a good day of saving throws. Against the chosen to the south of him. Make another attack. All right.
And let's go.
Roll me 12d10, please.
She just
14,
eviscerates.
21 points base. And there's nothing but red mist. Annihilated. Next chosen.
21.
Hits for 15. Roll me another 6d10.
27.
That one, not quite as eviscerated. Still dead, though. And the Blessed. 27 hits. 14
Another
points.
35 on top.
35 on top of it. What a use of a 5th level spell slot. And you still have 20 feet of movement. And you're still invisible.
Yeah.
The Blessed looks bloodied as well.
Wait, okay.
You killed 2, bloodied 2, and missed 1 miserably. That's still a good trade-off.
It was the first one, she was like shaking it off, and you like first go to do something for the first time again. You haven't done it in a while. Yeah, you look like a jackass. It's fine. I think I'm just gonna scooch
It doesn't matter.
here.
No one can see you if you look like a jackass.
Yeah.
You want to get back up
exactly.
to the position you were in previously?
So
yeah, actually, that's probably a good idea.
Okay.
So did Finian just watch one of them just turn to red mist, another one just fall head beside him, and
yeah. So everyone else just saw a slash appear and the general's arm sort of go limp for a moment as it's coated in blood. One of them looks like they imploded and stepped on a landmine. Another one of them bisected left shoulder to right hip. And then the Blessed screams from the top of the rooftop as they're coated in blood as well. No one saw anything else.
what the fuck's going on
Sweet.
over there?
So now Jedi has to roll a pretty good persuasion check to make you all convinced that it was her. Come around to the
see
general.
where she went originally.
She's abandoned you, clearly.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's
She
like,
ran.
"Where the fuck did she go?" Like, "Oh, sorry guys, I was getting a pint."
What a turn. All right. That'll bring us to the general, and we'll finish out initiative for the session. We'll start at top initiative next game. I have to roll for recharge.
Haya just flew to
Noted.
physically tell Kelpit to get ready.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There's still someone on his building at the moment, so you'll need to deal with that. The general does not recharge that. He will make 2 Eldritch Blade attacks. He will step to here. Finian gets an attack of opportunity, which misses. And he will make 2 Eldritch Blade attacks on Dunan with advantage. 24 and 22.
Yeah, both hit.
Okay. It is. So you reduce the total damage by 8 because it's 2 different attacks. So it's 21 on the first attack between slashing and necrotic, and then 14, 8, 22 on the second attack. So 21, 22, 43. Minus 8 is 35 points of damage for you, Dunan.
Okay, so I hit 35, you said.
He will then cast a spell as part of his multi-attack. Yeah, he's doing this. Y'all wrecked him. I need to pull a template. What is it? 20-foot radius.
Oh shit.
5, 10, 15, 20. He'll drop it right here. That went to the wrong layer. Map layer. There we go. And that will be his, I believe that happens at the start of people's turns. Yeah, starts a turn. Brings us to, it is, the area is heavily obscured. It blocks line of sight as well.
Okay,
Is it
but I don't.
is it magical darkness?
It is not darkness. It is
Okay.
a vapor and fog of some type. Teng, around to you. So everyone in there now has total cover.
Tang casts Dispel Magic.
Certainly. What level are you casting Dispel Magic at?
Level 3.
Level 3. Make me a wisdom check.
Oh,
Not a save. So just a check. So
Oh,
-4 for your proficiency. You rolled a 14 and your wisdom is +5, so it's a 19. That's still enough to dispel my cloud kill.
Great. And then I'm going to use my spoon to smack him again.
Go for it. Well, you couldn't previously, now you can again. You're trying to hide from the spoon.
fuck your spoon and fuck you. Whack.
That hits. That is 17, cut by half. It is 8.
And then I anticipate that he's probably not going to be too happy about that.
Yeah.
So I am
Possibly.
going to pop back up onto that roof and hide.
Certainly.
I don't want to hear
You have half
any
cover.
questions about why am I continuously being knocked out.
Aeolus over there struggling with the 2, getting 0 aid from everybody. No beneficial spells thrown his way. Just
I'm just over here like
rolling
"They left me
10s.
alone." Huh?
Brings
You're
us
still
to
like half health. You're okay.
Siegfried with Dunan on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna pop around and see what's going on.
All these magical explosions, and I'm just over here.
Okay. Sorry, just reading ranges again. I'm gonna attempt to guiding bolt the general
Okay.
from
So
here.
yeah, so if you're doing if you're just keeping on a snap to corner, if you're
Yeah.
moving from the bottom right of your square, like just measure to the bottom right of whatever target square, and it'll be
Okay.
the same. It'll be the same measurement that way.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna try and guiding bolt the general
Go for it.
again using starry map.
Okay.
So I have down to 2 of those. So here comes the guiding bolt. Did that come through? Oh no. Okay, here it goes.
17 misses, unfortunately.
I'm going to wheel myself.
Okay.
The reaction. So that's a 23.
23. That does hit. That is 13 points. He does
Yep.
seem to resist it, as you've recognized at this point.
And then I am going to. So I've moved 2 spaces so far.
You need 2 more up to get a bolt arrow off.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Move 2 up. Get an arrow off. So I've used 1, 2, 3,
3 left.
4, 3 spaces left. So I'm gonna move forward 2, get an arrow off.
And then get back to like here.
Yeah.
Okay. Go for
That
the
is-
arrow shot.
And the arrow's at advantage.
Because of the
believe
guiding
so.
bolt. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, check for crit. You're already looking at damage.
I got the crit, so that's 14 radiant.
All right.
And that's my.
Sounds good. Is there anything else?
No, I've used everything.
Okay. Brings us to Dunan with Finian on deck to close out initiative for the week.
Well, smack the general.
Okay.
Hopefully.
26 is a hit. It is 12
Then
points.
So, Shield Master now, bonus action? No.
No,
just-
it's free.
Then I will try to
Knock him
subdue
prone.
him to the ground.
That is a 20 total on that save.
Okay. That saves.
He just sort of laughs at you and
I'll keep on laughing.
17 points. Yeah. He seemed to be taking full damage from all these attacks. Whatever he was resistant on bludgeoning, it's not resistant from being smacked in the face.
And seeing that I get surrounded, I'll try to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. Sounds good.
Does it count it? Oh no.
No, he's not countering your Shield of Faith.
Okay. That is it.
Okay.
Finish him off, Finian.
Alright. How many spell slots you got left, Evan?
I'm out.
Oh, wow.
That was my last one.
Don't forget, you do have one free Divine Smite every day without a spell
Oh,
slot.
I do?
It's a basic Divine Smite, but it's part of the Divine Smite feature now. You get one freebie per day. So you have one more in the tank, so to speak, but it's just a basic Smite. That'll bring us to Finian, who will reestablish the flank. And he will go for 2 Songblades. He's cooking. 20 and the 20 will hit. The general will parry that with his reaction, causing the 20 to miss. So he takes 20 points of damage total. And we will pick up next week with Aeolus Stop the Order.
How is the general looking after?
He looks pretty bad.
Okay.
He did not roll well on most saving throws, despite his resistances.
Yeah.
Not to mention Jaya's just pile of damage that appeared on 4
Yeah,
enemies.
Jaya's done a stupid amount of damage total this one session.
Works out. I mean, you paired together 2 very powerful spells in a good combination with a turn of setup. You should be rewarded for something cool like that, and you get rewarded a lot of
Strike
damage.
is like one of my favorite spells ever. It's so cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Well, I played in a party with a Valor Bard that used it all the time, and it was just perfect.
No.
Oh no, wait. I got one more weekend, right?
All right.
When
Good session,
60-10
everybody.
is just awesome.
Yeah.
It's just awesome damage.
Making progress, trying to save a COD.
Trying to survive.
Yeah. Well, you didn't save citizens, so that's clearly not your skill set.
How does your spell slots look like? I mean, I'm out.